All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, I am finally back to working out. And it's been about 2 weeks, to say the least. Last video I talked about my shoulder being extremely screwed up. And it still is. But I have gained some more strength back. And now I'm in a for lack of better term, top secret location with some top secret gym equipment. This is a Mega Mass that I'm going to be starting off with again. I'm going to go extremely light today because this is just getting back into it, right? And this Mega Mass machine is extremely heavy. So, no plates right now. Just a quick warm up. But other than that, it's nice because it's freaking silent in here. Oh. Oh. Yeah, so silence is definitely key. Granted, the gym is right over there, but okay. We're doing tens because, again, I really want to warm up, so is what it is. But man, again, another long week and weekend for me. Just trying to keep work as best as I can. And then at home, just so much going on. My wife and I started landscaping this past weekend. Good God. And it's already hot in North Carolina. It was funny, going in and out of Lowe's, and everyone and their mother is there. As soon as the sun comes out, people get stupid and people start doing things. It's funny how that works. I was one of them. Guess you could call it the hive mind or unconsciousness. I don't know. Regardless. I don't have much to talk about today because I'm still way too in my own head about health and everything else. But if I were to pick a topic, hold on. This is actually heavy. Where I need to focus. Like heavy as in, like it's not heavy, but I'm in so much pain that it feels heavy. Right? But I know what I want to talk about. And this specific topic, I would say, is what originally drove me to start doing this. And granted, I've been in the fitness space for some time now, not like influencer wise or whatever the hell, but in general. Right? And I've seen the rise of social media. I've seen it all in that regard. And one thing that bugs the crap out of me, especially since COVID and like post COVID, is that men or just people in general have absolutely terrible role models. And by all means, I'm not saying I'm a great role model. Hell, don't. No, right? I don't want to be your role model. The only role model I need to be for is for my own children. So, the reason I started this was because I feel as if I am average, above average. I'm not too tall, I'm not too short, I'm not too fat, I'm not too skinny, I'm not too strong, I'm not too weak, etc., right? You know, right in the middle. I'm where everyone else is or thinks they are, or I'm not on either side of the extreme in this regard. I'm where most people are. And most people get their their ideas influenced by people who are more extreme on one side or the other in whatever capacity. Right? Ooh, there's more weight over here. So, hold on. So I was like, you know what? Why not? Because my ego likes to believe I'm an intelligent, capable individual, right? Who can sometimes entertain, to say the least. Regardless, I see everyone following these idiots, absolute idiots. And I'm not saying idiots in terms of their ability to make money, because they've won that capacity, but that's not what we're here for. What we're here for is your perception. What we're here for is your ideology. What we're here for is your morality, and to turn that up a notch and to make it better, right? When we follow these crappy people, these shitty influencers, or whatever you want to call them, and you make it your end all be all, it's sad, because now you're giving these people more power and you're just giving away yours, right? There are a lot of people that have influence, power, and control in said spheres that shouldn't, right? Like, for example, there's in the manosphere, the red pill community, whatever, it's a new trend called looks maxing, or I don't even think it's new actually, but you have this new guy called Clavicular. And any man, I speak this in volume, I'm speaking directly. If you follow that individual, if you like him in any capacity, you really need to look at yourself in the mirror and figure out why. Because that is not a role model. That is not somebody leading by example. That is not somebody going about life in a good way. So, and if for some odd reason said individual, Clavicular, ever sees this and he wants to duke it out, fuck it, because sometimes I truly believe a lot of these people have never been punched in the face. And I'm not one to condone violence, nor am I one to actively seek it out. But some people really need to be punched in the face from time to time. And it's the people who get famous that have never been punched, because they're just like, oh, my life's great. No, the real world has yet to hit you, and it will. It will. So, again, it goes back to just focusing on who you want to copy, essentially. Ooh. Ooh, that's heavy. Damn. Shout out to Megamask for making some heavy ass equipment. When I was younger, I had a couple role models. One being John Cena. I watched WWE growing up, so John Cena was huge, and being born in Massachusetts, him too, it was like, oh, that's my guy. Regardless, I had Travis Pastrana, I had Tony Hawk, I had people who were legends, becoming legends, not these people running around just making everyone else's lives more miserable and getting money doing so. Does that make sense? Like this new era of influencing it's bad. It's really bad. And I feel like the whole morning, Aaron. How you doing? Good. Can't complain. Colleague. God, where was I? Oh, the put him in the coffin trend. And I think I was in high school with this prior to 2015. You know, a guy was just running and he jumped on a couple boxes in some store, put him in a coffin. To me, that was like the start of influencing, where it was do whatever you want. And it's run rampant since. Yet people still follow it. I don't get it. And this is not me preaching. I lost my magnet. Oh no. And this is not me preaching. Oh, follow me. I have the answers. I know what's right versus wrong. No. No. Don't follow me. I don't know. If you follow me, shout out. But again, find better people to follow. Find better role models. Find better influence in your life. That's essentially it. It's really the whole saying. It's about who you surround yourself. That is entirely true. And it's also about the media in which you consume. When I was very young, my uncle was probably 5, 6. I remember walking into his room and he was watching the news and he looked at me. He was like, Sean, don't watch the fucking news. Don't watch it. It just makes you miserable. And I remember that. I don't know if those were words verbatim, right? But it rang true. And if you consume negative stuff all the time, that's exactly what you become, both mentally and physically. So, healthy body, healthy mind, vice versa, healthy mind, healthy body. We're going to leave this like right on top of the chest and hit this last set. Again, quick, simple. Yeah, that's going to be it. That's going to be it. So, that being said, ladies and gentlemen, continue focusing on you, yourself, your family, your community. I said you and yourself twice. Regardless, it doesn't matter. I say regardless a lot. That's my transition filler word, I suppose. Almost said it again. Anyway. Well, that's that. Deuces.